Well, I have a case like that right now in Kings County. And so what the court has done is the initial thing that they did was they established a supervised visitation schedule, which was being supervised by a social worker who was attempting to reconnect or reunite the child with the father. The problem with these visits is that they were virtual visits. So there was a lot of room for mismanagement in terms of the mother, kind of poisoning the child against the father, saying that the child was not interested in the visits and that sort of thing. And when the court realized that that was not a suitable way of trying to reunite these parties, they then moved to a therapeutic supervised visitation schedule where we now have an actual psychiatrist who is overseeing the visitation, counseling the parties, dealing with the issues that the child has as a result of having been away from the father for an extended period of time, as well as the issues that the father's having as a result of being disconnected with the child. And so we're seeing a lot more progress take place.
Right.
Now the parties have been, the father and son has at least been able to see each other and be in each other's presence. It may be within the confines of a doctor's office, but at least the process is beginning to take place for reunification.
It's 90% bullshit, but it's entertaining.
I'm your professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, more importantly, you saw the clip. The narrative, man, this is why these things drive me up a wall, because it's so much BS. First of all, look at the title. Let me see. What should be done if the child doesn't want to see their dad? And then you hear the lady talking, and it's clear, she's stuttering and stammering around the mom's poisoning the kid. So this is the problem that I have with these situations. And why I say a lot of times it's just a hustle. It's just a family court money grab for the state. Because there was a young lady in the comment section, because there wasn't a lot of comments on this. I guess it was early on when I saw this. She was like, well, what we gonna do about the mom poisoning the kid? That was the first question. You know what the answer to that is? Nothing. We're going to therapy. Are we going to get rid of the root of the problem though? No. So what's the use of going to therapy and reuniting the father and the child when you realize somehow, oh, it's not that the kid doesn't want to see their father, it's that the kid is being manipulated by the mom to not want to see the father. But hey man, this is what they normally do. So why have all of these educated people around? Why? Well, so the judge got an education, years and years on the bench, years in training, years in law. But somehow when stuff happens like this, which it does all the time, they just can't figure out what's going on. Or is it that they just go, well, the state needs that child support money. So yeah, all this stuff going on, but she's a woman, she's a mother, and he's paying the money. So it's just a line of guys being the check for the state. You got these clerks. Yeah, mom's effed up. But, I won't have a job if the state employs me, so I won't have a job if I don't just say, yeah, she's effed up, but, as long as she has custody, we have a career. Let's just call a spade a spade. The lawyers, the clerks, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, all these educated people who just can't figure this out with all of these cases. Never. They just never. They've let felons. Mom went to jail. Dad took over taking care of the kid. Mom came out of jail. Kids should be with their mother, even if she's fresh out the pen and on probation and on parole. She should be with the mother. What? What? You ain't gonna find a dad getting out of jail doing a 2, 3, 4, 5 year bid and go, yeah, Your Honor, they're with me now. You don't find that, but hey, mothers abuse the kids. We're gonna have supervised visitation with the father. The mother abused the kids. Well, I mean, that's it's the only parent that abused child knows. The state still pays me, so yeah, this is what we're gonna do. And even the clip like Evangela Lee writing the clip out like that. Does what she said match with what you wrote in the clip? No. But once again, part of the narrative. Part of the narrative. But hey, it's all a game, right? All of these smart, educated, so experienced people just can't call a spade, can't call a thing a thing. This is like, for me, it's a similar thing to where, um, this might be it's the same awkwardness to it. Like, people are scared to say anything about Jewish people, whether it be true or a lie, right? Because they're afraid of the backlash. For me, this family court mother thing gives the same exact awkwardness, whether it be true, whether it be a lie. You can't say nothing because you're gonna get canceled. Just this is the way it's going. This is the status quo. And it's funny because you could say the court system, the family court system, is retarded compared to the criminal court system. No, both of them are corrupt, but in criminal court, people have a rap sheet. Either you have no priors, you ever done anything in this, or you have priors. You gotta either you have no history of this or you have a history of this, and that comes into play when you go into court. When you get in family court, you can have priors, you can have a history, a bunch of stuff, but every time you show up in court, that don't count. The family courts don't read. They can have a whole rap sheet on a person. If it's a mama, they're not reading that. They are not reading that. What was the last judgment? Huh? Well, we're just gonna keep going with that. The kid got shot. By who? The mother. Ma'am, did you shoot your kid? Yeah, but the baby should have ducked. Did you shoot the kid on purpose? No, I didn't shoot it on purpose. Not on purpose. And the judge goes, okay. Well, she said she didn't shoot him on purpose. That's how we rocking. This is how this goes. Now, and the reason I had to bring this up in this way is because when I saw because it was a woman who asked a question like, so we're not going to talk about what the mama's doing, and everybody knows that's a no. Because I had saw a video earlier prior to this on YouTube. It was a young man sitting in the car with his mom. It's like, I don't know if it's skit real, look more real than the skit though. He was like, I went to talk to my father, and she's like, why you do that? He said you took me away from him. And then the mother was like, see, that's why I didn't want you to go over there, because he was going to tell his side of the story. Literally, that's what she said. And then she said, well, when you were 3 or 4, I took you over there and with some, some clothes and some Jordans on. And your father went to a party and he left. And you called me at 3 or 4 and said, come get me. And, And you said you never wanted to go there again, so we never went back. You trying to tell me a 3 or 4-year-old called you on the phone for one? Okay, but whatever. Yeah. Okay. And then he didn't come back with his shoes on because dad, quote unquote, went to a party. This story she's telling. And the kid said, I ain't never want to come back. And you let a whole 15 years go by, and that be the reason why you made sure the kid didn't see his father. But this is a normal thing. And the reason I said the courts are just retarded is because the courts had to come up with an app because to have the fathers and to see the relationship between the fathers and the kids and the mothers, because the mothers was lying. They had to create an app because mothers were so messed up about that, right? An app. The only thing they're not creating an app is child support. There's an app for paying. There's not an app for what supposed to do with the money. You know what I'm saying? So they've been plenty of women who got CPS called on them. Plenty of CPS workers that was like, damn, kid head swelled up. But did you swell kid's head up on purpose? No, it was an accident. I didn't mean to hit him with that bat or the golf club. It was an accident. I was watching the PGA and he just ran in front of the TV while I was swinging. And then I was practicing for a softball game and he just ran back in front of me when I was swinging. I don't understand. CPS worker. Okay. Yeah. Okay, ma'am. It was an accident. And then there'll be and then you have little posts like this, whatever podcast or show with a lady on the front. Woman, mother, accidentally shoots child with a flamethrower. Why isn't the father around? I mean, this is how ridiculous we got. We got demons mad at heaven. I dare y'all want to be angels with God. I dare you. Don't you want to do this demonic stuff with us? You wrong for wanting to be an angel. I was like, oh my God. And the courts is demonic on that side. Like, I don't understand. We're in the best interest of state funds. I mean, the children's. And that's why, like I said, that's why I had to talk about stuff like this, because it's the lies, man. Like, how many times you just gonna lie, 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 and you think because y'all got an education, nobody can tell you lying. Oh, it's gonna just talk like this and just gonna act like none of this is happening, and just don't know. All right, okay. Because, and the reason I said it before I go, because you mean to tell me you took a kid to therapy, to a therapist, so the father can have supervised visitation, and 9 times out of 10, the therapist don't say the reason why we're actually here is because the mother has been manipulated and brainwashing the child. That's not what they're gonna say. They just go, oh, well, I can see the mother's manipulating, brainwashing the child, but we skip that. We'll start on Tuesday, January 13th and 14th. And kids trying to have a relationship with their father, which I don't understand how it was strained, even though we're not going to bring that up. Let's just move on to the next sentence. This is so pathetic, but so normalized. But, I'm done. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm going to tell you that.